Oh no.
All right, I think we are live. So this is my first live show. So hopefully I get at least some viewers. But for now, I'll introduce my panel. So we'll start with Bloke.
Hello. Thank you for your invite. Very much obliged for allowing me to come on your panel.
Yeah, we'll see how this goes and see if I ever do another one. Gary.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for allowing me to be on your inaugural broadcast. Gizzard Gary here. Thanks for the invite.
You're welcome. How about you, Jason?
Oh, well, thanks for the invite. It's my pleasure.
You're welcome. And David.
Appreciate you having me. Good luck.
And, the worst half.
I'm sorry. Who are you talking to?
That was you.
I don't know. You want me to say something? If you did introduce me nicer, I might have been nicer.
Okay, now we have the super duper gun snob.
Oklahomans?
Well, thank you for the invite, Mrs. Snob's Wife 76. It's a pleasure to be on your first stream. And your beagle wants out of my office.
So let her out.
Well, then she's going to want in the house.
Yes, John, this is my first show. I'm not sure why I invited the gun snob, but we'll see how it goes. So I don't have very many topics. I figure we just come on here and chat. But the one thing I did want to kind of do is try and come up with ideas for another channel name that is not Snob's Wife. So if I want to start doing more content or doing my own videos, it's, more professional and more me. So
I'm sending Midnight a link to the YouTube thing and just said, check this out.
Oh, yeah, he'll probably get kicked out of the name.
Maybe he'll get over it and realize you're not upset about it.
That doesn't have snob in it, John.
I thought Snobalicious looked awesome.
Snobette? Yeah.
I have one that actually says snobette.
Do you? Okay.
She has more troll accounts than Gary.
Well, people give me good ideas.
You better jump on Yeet Snob before somebody takes it from you.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to have snob anywhere in the title.
She doesn't want to be associated with me. That way when she finds her new man, it doesn't upset him.
Pretty much. I'm still on the lookout for that sugar daddy.
So is Gary, but
I'm pretty sure he's looking for a sugar mama, not a sugar daddy.
Me? Yeah, pretty much.
I thought you said you didn't need no sugar mama.
I don't.
He wants one that he can send on our way, no ties.
Me too.
The cost.
Stacy's beagle power.
How about Queen Beagle?
Well, I'd rather have beagle than snob.
Beagle Mom.
Beagle Mom. I like that.
Oh, Lord, don't give her ideas.
Because I probably totally would.
I don't think on this one. Hold on a minute.
The Stacy Z project.
Cougar Wife was pretty good, I thought.
John spelt your name right once, and then now he's got it wrong again.
It still says the same thing. I don't really care about the spelling. I really don't like the way my name is spelled.
So it's EY?
It's EY.
Okay.
I would have rather it been just a Y or IE or I.
Stacy, okay, stop. So he spells it wrong again.
No, I figure since we weren't doing a Gun Gals and Rich wasn't doing a show, might as well try my hand with it. I said before that I wasn't going to do a show unless I was drunk.
Oh.
But liquor stores close on Sunday.
Really?
Yep.
Not in Kansas or not. Depends on the county.
Well, that's one thing I loved about California and even Illinois is I can go to a normal gas station and buy hard liquor.
Kind of Missouri too.
Yeah, you can in Missouri. But here you can't. I moved here and it was like,
You can't do that here either.
yeah. When I first moved here, they didn't have lottery tickets. They didn't have they didn't have tattoo parlors here.
Anything but beer, you have to go to a retail liquor store.
And they have to have a sign out front that says retail liquor store.
Yep. Now, finally, as of April this year, you can buy full strength beer at like a gas station. You couldn't do that before April of this year. You have to buy 3-2 beer. They don't have 3-2 beer anymore, I don't think.
In Kansas?
Yep,
I didn't know Kansas was that way. That's how Oklahoma was.
it is now.
I mean, Oklahoma until October last year, you couldn't.
Yeah. And here, if you're too drunk, you can do Uber deliver, and they'll bring you beer.
So really. I've never
Stacy plus P. That's pretty good, Jason.
Do you guys got drive-throughs out there where you can just drive up and order beer or whatever you want?
No.
No.
We
I
got
know.
drive-thrus as in McDonald's.
In the
No.
town I grew up at, they had one that had a drive-up window.
Actually, in Jay, they have a liquor store that has 2 portable buildings, one on each side, and it has like a roof built over the top, and you can drive in between them.
Yeah, when I lived in Austin,
they have
they
a
had a
window.
place called the Liquor Barn, and you literally drove inside, and they came to your car.
Yeah, that's how our drive-throughs are. It's not a drive-through like McDonald's. It's like a building with a garage door, and the doors open on each end, and it's little stores. It's everything you want: beer, cigarettes, pop, chips, candy, and
Oh,
like
hell yeah.
they just you just pull right in. They're what do you want? And you say 12-pack of Budweiser, and they go grab it cold and reach it right through your window and give it to you.
Yeah, we have
It's
one
not
of
real
those.
safe, though, if you've already been drinking. Then you can run over.
In California, you can get the smoking stuff, too.
Through a drive-through.
In
Oh, sure.
California, some places like in LA, they have places you can actually get pot. I think you can call and have it delivered to your house.
Yeah, I've heard that.
So they do have drive-through here too, but what's funny, they also have a drive-through like church. So when it's like Ash Sunday, and you can drive through the drive-through and get your little marker on your head.
There's a dentist office right around the corner from where I live at, and it used to be a bank.
Oh, I thought he
So-
was gonna say. I thought he was gonna say you just drove up and like you really reached in the window, pulled a tooth. And,
Well, that's what I tell everybody when I drive by. I'm like, look, there's the dentist office with a drive-through.
Wow. What are they selling?
Novocaine. I'd like a root canal, and a large fry, please.
Do you still have a special on crowns?
Large nitrous oxide, please.
And a pack of cigarettes. But that's ironic. So why is it when you go to the dentist, it's the kids' dentist, they always give them candy?
It's good for business.
It's
With
sugar
job
free.
security.
Yeah, I was going to say they're usually sugar free.
Well, might as well encourage cavities. I mean, they can fix them later on. So
Hey, job security.
that's right.
It is job security.
This is America.
America.
I started to say you could be a different part of a chicken, and then Stacy, but the only other part of chicken I didn't think breast Stacy would sound very good, so changed my mind on that. Beagle,
Yeah, probably not.
Beagle.
Quit torturing my baby.
How old is your beagle?
She is about 9.
I guess heifer would be out of the question. Huh?
Uh-huh. Well, you've seen what I put in the hens chat. Snobs Cow Media Incorporated.
I didn't know if that was for dissemination outside of the hens chat.
No, that's her. That's her new channel name that we're making her. Her real channel.
What's this beagle's name?
Penny.
Bob.
That would be Penny. Of course, she goes by Penny, Pin, Beagle, Bagel. Penny.
How about Penny's mom?
You could get another one and call her Nicole. Penny Nicole.
Where are you going? Yeah.
She wants down. You're torturing her. Beagle, Beagle, Beagle.
I can't hear you. I got earbuds on. Now I'll say it.
Beagle.
Does she have?
Penny. She's like,
That dog just looks so happy.
What are you doing?
She's like, let me out of here. Dang it, now you got hair all over me.
Silly people.
Why are you looking at me like that?
So your content is still going to be firearms, correct?
huh?
The content of your show when you change your name is still going to be about firearms, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because Snob has been getting a lot more guns in and stuff. So, and some from Sports World. And I've been going out there and shooting them because, I'm newer to firearms. So I've been trying out all these different guns. So I thought I might do videos, review videos from from a woman's perspective, not just a man's.
Gotcha.
So I still want to be based on kind of this and stuff. I mean, I'm probably not going to do like a scheduled live show every week or.
American Gun Chick is already taken. So.
Oklahoma's gun gal.
Oklahoma's Gun Chick. Ooh. Yeah, you'd be infringing on that gun gal's label.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, she is a gun gal, so she can just be Oklahoma's gun gal then.
She could.
Because the other ones are Michigan and Texas and stuff, so.
Just be Lady Liberty.
Because it's just something I don't want to have a name that's defined by, him.
Firearms baby.
What?
Firearms baby.
Not bad.
Pistol packing mama.
I think that's taken too.
Yeah, I guess
Jeez,
some of these
yeah,
names I think about, they're too close to something else that I know.
we used to have a female police officer back in the 70s in my small town. We always called her. That was her CB handle, was Pistol Packing Mama.
Boy, you're throwing it way back, talking about the CBs.
Yep.
10-4, buddy, come on back. Got a horse trailer on a Cadillac. You're talking
One nine.
cowboy in the Coupe de Ville.
Okay, we do not want you singing on my live show.
Chug-a-lugging up one side, sliding down the other.
There went 7 people who were watching. Yeah, they all left.
That's going to get everybody to leave.
Don't it look so much better, Gary?
Yeah, I can see it a little clearer now.
It really does look a lot better than it did. Just not dingy and crap anymore.
Yeah, and I told him you didn't highlight my comment that I said in your chat this morning.
Which one?
The one that I said, in other words, I'm not going to go out. I'm going to let him go out there and shoot that gun a few times before I trust shooting it.
Oh, I didn't see that, I guess.
Did you get it all put back together, Snob?
Oh yeah. There's no videos on it either.
There's no
apparently.
leftover parts or anything.
No, there wasn't any leftover parts, and it seems to work as best I can tell. I put it back together wrong the first 2 times, but that's
You'll have that.
well, I've never had a 3rd gen Smith before, so that was my learning experience. Never took one apart before. And then there was no videos, so that didn't help. So I finally found an exploded diagram. I actually somewhere have a video on this from the whatever that one is at the old man.
I'm wanting another stainless gun now so bad it ain't even funny.
I actually don't have any full stainless guns until this one.
I went to the range the other day with one of my new 1911s, but it's the 80 series with all the firing pin safety stops and all that. Well, I put one of the little tiny levers that goes next to the sear. I put it in backwards. So when I got to the range and I tried my first shot, it was like it never moved the lock out of the way, so nothing was happening. The firing pin wasn't moving. I wasn't denting primers or anything.
The hammer was dropping and it just was hitting the block.
That was it. So I took it apart, and because I kind of did my own little trigger job and polished everything up, that little piece was so slippery it slipped on my hands and fell down in the gravel.
Oh man.
Yeah.
You find it?
Yeah, it took all night. It took all the way till dark to where the flashlight on my phone would actually do something. And I'd actually gave up and cleaned up everything. And I decided to check one more little spot, and I dug around a little bit and I found it.
Oh.
But I had to take the whole gun home in pieces. I didn't even put it back together, so I just started wrapping up slides and frame and parts so they wouldn't bang against each other, and I just packed up and went home. But now I know which way it goes in, and I'll never do that again.
That's good. How about Gun Girl? Is that taken?
Firearm female.
She probably went to go let her beagle in.
She left?
Well, she ain't unmuted, so I bet she wouldn't let her beagle in because I just let the beagle out. So
Yeah, I had to go. She was scratching at the storm door.
yeah, that's what I figured.
Stacy, what about Gun Girl?
Yeah.
Stacy Shooter.
Maybe first review could be on a Bel Air.
Jason.
Yeah.
Jason and Rob D are just all about getting me in freaking trouble. I see yesterday's pomade and 10x shooters is out there. I'll welcome them since you're terrible at this. I mean, it's still better than me, but
Stacy to arms. There you go.
I don't know. And some things I might, once I start getting ideas, might see one thing from one and another thing from another and combine, different words from different comments too.
You can be Oklahoma's gun snobette.
No.
Maybe a good name will just come to you when you're not trying to think so hard about one. Maybe you'll see something in a name of a building or a business or a sign or something. Maybe it'll just click, or maybe you'll hear some music on the radio and something will just catch.
There's a couple nights where I was really thinking on it, and I was like laying down to go to sleep, and I thought of some really good ones. But my problem is I was still laying there and going to sleep. By morning, I forgot what they were.
You need a voice recorder right to your side of the bed where you can record notes real quick.
Okay, David, I hate you. We are not Sooner fans in this house.
Well,
they's Cowboys.
Well, if you want to be technical, I was technically a Sooner fan before I got with him. And I was for the majority of the time we were together.
But I laid down the law. I said, woman.
No, I just got tired of listening to you whine and pout and throw a little hissy fit every time I bought Sooner stuff. So I said, forget it. But when they when they
But-
play Bedlam, I secretly go for the Sooners, and which they always win.
He still kind of wins, though. I mean, you know, if you got to be a closet Sooners fan, then he still wins.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's a few things I've kind of given on, but most times it's whatever I say.
Ooh.
But it was easier than fighting over it all the time.
Around
Especially-
here, we call that house divided. We actually, in football season, they have Ohio State flags to where, like, if your husband or your wife is not a Ohio State fan, they like make a flag and draw a line diagonal, and they put Ohio State on one side and whoever the other team on the other, and it actually says a house divided.
That's what we have license plates that say that.
Yeah.
Oklahoma State and OU license plate that say a house divided and they're split in half.
Yeah, which I mean, for me, it's college football, anyways. I don't care as much about college football, so it was an easy concession. It's not like it's NFL or baseball team or something like that. So both ones I'm keeping. I've been fan sub since I was for a long time.
Why don't you call it Steelers, girl?
Call it what?
Steelers, girl.
We ain't no stinking Pittsburgh fan.
Yeah. I'm from California. I can give you one guess or a couple guesses on what the NFL team is.
They have NFL teams in California.
Well, they don't really win or anything, but
They kind of
Hey,
jump
they-
around from town to town.
Hey, back when I was a kid, they were team of the decade.
What was it, the Raiders?
Oh, it'd
No,
be 49ers.
49ers.
No.
that
Raiders.
was many, many decades ago.
Yeah,
It
that
was in the 80s. It was in the 80s.
I remember some of those games, those old black and white ones.
That's back when they had Joe Montana and
Back when they
Jared
had leather helmets, yeah.
Yeah, where did Joe Montana finish his career?
Ka-
Kansas
And then-
City. Yes, that's right.
Oh,
And
you
then
mean
my
the
base-
Missouri team.
Yeah. And then my baseball team is because basically it was my first game I ever went to, like major league game, and that was in Chicago, and we went and seen the Cubs. So I got into the Cubs.
First football game I saw was Bengals vs the Steelers. And wasn't the one where what's his name got his knee busted, but it was like one prior to that. After that.
So your first game was the Bengals and the Steelers?
Yep.
Okay, what was your second game?
I never went back to one.
Oh, well, then you still haven't been to one.
I'm a Browns fan.
That's what I
Oh,
was
yeah.
gonna say. If you went to a Steelers game, then you probably don't want to see any more football.
You know, the only way the Browns are getting to the Super Bowl is if I take them there.
Yeah.
Say they can buy tickets just like anybody else.
Talked about going to St. Louis and catching a baseball game, but I told him if I go, I really want to go when the Cubs are playing them.
I've been to St. Louis, but it was the old stadium. They were playing
When I
the
went to St.
Dodgers.
Louis, they were remodeling the stadium whenever I was there.
They were just building the new one when I was there. In fact, you could basically just look right across, and it was half of it was there already. It was like
What
the
year was
last
that?
year, huh?
What year was that? Maybe that's the same time I was there.
Yeah,
4, 5?
Yeah.
That was about the same time I was there then. So
Would've
yeah,
been
that must have been
04,
when
I
they were
think.
building it. That would have been about the year I was there.
Yeah,
4 or 5 sometime.
I've only been like going through St. Louis. I've never stayed in St. Louis or done anything in St. Louis.
We stayed right downtown the time I went with the X and then went to the Arch and stuff. But
You gotta go to Union Station.
That's where I
pretty
stayed.
happy.
Was at it was Hyatt Regency at that time inside Union Station.
Yeah, they got a Hard Rock in there and everything. That's pretty cool.
It didn't have a hard. Oh yeah, it did have a Hard Rock. I was saying I had to play in Hollywood. It was
You
a
gotta
Hard
go
Rock.
up in the
Little
arch.
pond with the pedal boat. Do what?
I say you got to go up in the arch.
Yeah, ride the egg up.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. There was a at there at Union Station. There was a Hard Rock, a Landry's on that little pond, and then a Hooters. That was a neat little, like a little mall thing kind of thing, and then the motel was in there. It's a neat place.
Yeah, it's pretty damn cool what they did with it. And I've been to the sports arena that's pretty darn close to it too, which is
It used to be the Savas Center.
yeah, it's Kiel Center before that, Savage Center. What is it now?
Stacy, I just told you what it was the other day when we went through there. Well, the other
Yeah.
day when we went to Indy.
What was it?
What used to be the Savas Center when we went through downtown St. Louis and we was going to Indy.
Yeah, but you act like I actually listened to you.
Yeah, I know.
I used to drive past it twice a week to Fayetteville, Arkansas.
It's the Enterprise Center now.
Oh, okay. That is what it was. But yeah, I went and seen Blue Collar Comedy Tour there when it was Savas Center. That was my first experience with a what's that stupid burger they steam? The little miniature one? White Castle.
White Cat,
White Castle, yeah.
Yeah, they had a White Castle inside the Savas Center.
6-pack, buddy.
I
First time
saw
ever
a
got one.
Matchbox 20 there like 15 years ago.
I was gonna say it would have been a long time ago if Matchbox 20 was still a thing.
Yeah, back when they were still hot. Yeah.
Mm.
And let's see. I was never in the football stadium, which is now pretty much vacant.
Mia, did you see the name of her show? When your husband's all worried she's going to get upset about it, she named it this, so just to prove a fact that she's not upset.
Well, what people don't realize too is, especially anyone associated with Snob, you know, like Midnight and Sarge and Orange Man Sucks, you know, all of it is, I know that they're joking around. So it's not like I take anything they say out of context. I mean, it's not that big of a deal.
Notice she left my name out of there.
Yeah.
That's because I like you, Gary.
Oh, Midnight's going to be late because she made him stop for ice cream. Well, that's ridiculous.
Oh, I want ice cream.
Oh, I want ice cream too.
Let's go get ice cream.
Gary
Come on,
wanted popcorn earlier. Notice why the popcorn maker's on the counter. And by the way, that needs cleaned. I didn't get around to cleaning that.
So I guess they stop for ice cream at 10:30 every single night for the past like year.
That's what I was going to say. Every Sunday night they stop for ice cream, apparently. We must have an ice cream social every Sunday night.
Then what's your excuse, Snob?
I don't have a set time I go live. I go live at 9-ish.
Well, not in the beginning. In the beginning, it was, you know.
Well, that was the beginning. Now it's 9-ish.
Yeah, back before you were Oklahoma's Gun Snob, you actually were on time and stuff. Now that you're a big deal.
Yeah, I ain't got time for these peasants, you guys.
Speaking of honorary children,
Hey,
Yep. Mom's having her first own live stream. You want to come spoil it?
hey Snob, my AR-500 targets came today.
Did they? On Sunday? Good delivery.
They're nice.
I was really going to go do a video with that today, and I didn't manage. I didn't manage to get nothing done today.
Yeah.
I got like 5 videos that need shot, or 6, and well, I accomplished none of them because I waste every Sunday morning, all morning long. Well, I don't waste it. I'm busy
Pardon
every
me?
Sunday morning. Let me rephrase this till 1.
Wow.
I go to the Church of the Chicken.
Hey, Stacy,
yes, dear.
Oklahoma Guns.
Yeah.
John Z out there's got a good one. He's got bacon, beagles, and freedom.
That's actually funny. Jason will get
And
upset.
Oklahoma Guns is probably taken, but
2A OK. There's already an OK 2A. That's a rights organization.
I like that one. Oklahoma Gun.
I'm racking my brain here.
So, what was that gun you showed earlier?
Oh,
Yeah,
the
he wasn't in
2586?
he wasn't in your show, so I don't think he knows about the auction and stuff you went to.
Did I not send Bloke a link last night?
No.
Bloke, if you ever don't get a link from me,
Uh-huh.
send me an email or say something in the chat. That's just because I have a tendency to forget people when I'm putting my links because I don't do this professionally. I just go through there and try to remember off my head who I invite.
I don't even think he was in the chat room.
No, I wasn't.
Well, I'd gladly let you have a link, anytime.
Sure.
But sometimes I forget people. I mean, ask David or Rich or anybody. Anybody that ever wants a link, I'll let anybody have a link.
Don't worry.
They have to ask me for one because I don't think about them. And some people I don't have their emails and stuff too.
Honestly, we were at it was a what would it be called? A birthday party / congratulations party. A friend of mine just got into the PA program at UT, so we were not home. But I never get offended, so don't worry.
Yeah, a friend of mine was going to go in the PA program. I don't know if he ever did or not.
Yeah, it's a tough program. It's tougher in my program. Their didactics is pretty insane.
Well, he's a paramedic, and he was actually my paramedic partner. And he actually he left Oklahoma and was actually going to go through a program in Kansas. So he was going to go move to Kansas and live there for a little while to become a resident so he can do in-state tuition.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess he didn't decide not to, or he didn't like Kansas, or I don't know what the reason was, but he came back.
Well, right now, it's easier to get into the DO or MD program than it is to get into a PA program because it's only a 2-year degree, right? But the wait list and your GPA average has to be like super rocking high.
Okay. No, Snob, I'm talking about Mike.
Oh,
That's pretty.
that is a 4586 Smith.
Nice.
That was my auction find yesterday. I went to the sheriff's auction. They hadn't had sold any guns since like 77. So they had like, I don't remember, 600 or 700 guns. 700, I think is what they said.
So that it was local?
Yeah.
Huh.
They had not less than 20 of these. But what was interesting about this one is I wanted one of the 4586s. That's what I had intentions of buying because I had so many. I thought, I'll be able to get one of those under $300 easily. Well, every single one of them was going right at or a little over 400, anywhere from 375 to 4 1/4.
Yeah.
And I just wasn't given that. I wasn't that interested.
I got it for you here. I'm going to type it in the side chat.
Was actually not bad.
That is pretty cool. I like that. Or
Hey, Snob,
What?
your daughter says, please, please turn off your camera.
Yeah, well, I got something to tell her in a minute. So anyways, they've been bidding on these, and whenever they got to this lot number, because every gun was a different lot number. So when they got to this lot number, they're like, I forgot, 316 or something was the lot number. And they're like, it's a Smith & Wesson 40 caliber, semi-automatic. And they hold it up. And, we're setting back a few rows, or I was, and couldn't tell anything about it, but I could see it was a stainless. So I'm thinking it's probably 4006 or something. And nobody was really bidding on it. And I'm watching it just kind of halfway. And when I realized nobody's bidding on it, I start bidding on it. Anyways, I ended up getting it for $275.
Huh.
But whenever I paid and I went and did the background check and all that, so I didn't even see the gun for, after I bought it for, I bought it at probably 9 in the morning. and it was at least 330 by the time I left there before I seen the gun, and thought the whole time I bought a 40 caliber. So I was online almost to order a 4006 magazine, but I thought, well, I'll wait for sure and make sure you know what it is for sure and everything. And lo and behold, they hand it to me, and I look at it, and right on the the top of the barrel it says 45 auto. I was like, that's a 45, and I looked over at the side, and it's a 4586. Like, heck yeah!
Nice find, man.
So yeah, I was pretty happy, but I didn't get anything else bought. And that was my own stupidity. I could have bought some other stuff and just didn't.
I wonder if they have any local in my area. No idea.
I don't know. They had, oh Lord, they had a million Marlin Model 60s, and some of them went for $35, $40.
Oh, wow.
Some of them were pretty rough. A lot of 870s too. But
The gynecologist, I like it.
wow. Wow. Give it up to Gary.
All right, so we might already actually have a logo planned, maybe.
Mom demand high points. That's awesome. 38 Super Partisan. Why did no one tell me Snob's Wife 76 was having her inaugural show tonight? I put it out there on my Instagram. It was a last minute thing, or on my Facebook. I
tweeted it, put it on my Facebook.
I YouTubed it.
I don't know how to share it on my YouTube. How do you guys do that?
You have to have 1,000 subscribers to have a community tab.
It's a big deal, like
Yeah.
Snob.
What did you get? That was the biggest thing about getting that.
Burn. Why were you not subscribed to me?
I already figured he was coming in because now that I had a little icon that said he's subscribed to my channel, I'm thinking, why was he not already subscribed?
You didn't hit that bell. Ooh,
Really?
Not me.
Really?
I was trying to get
Don't
over.
you have some goats in the road to be tending to or something?
I was trying to earlier when he was singing, but I couldn't get to the page fast enough.
John says I have a community tab and not 1 subs. 1,000 subs.
How do you have a community tab with that 1,000 subs? Can you make a post? I think he's confused.
Pictures.
This
are
is John we're
in
talking about.
You didn't like the gynecologist, huh?
I like that, actually.
David. Yeah, they literally they auctioned off a ton of guns, all the evidence guns, recovered guns. But what was funny is in one of the pictures, me and Dead Horse and Gary were looking through the pictures the night before the auction, and they had a Browning, whatever the Browning semi-auto shotgun is, the flat back. I can't remember the model. I'm not a big Browning person to know anything about them. But it looked like the barrel was the same length as a 4-inch. And I said, either that picture's, I don't know whether that picture's wrong or if that barrel's well under 18 inches. And it just looked really, really short. Well, we got there the next day, and the gun shop was up there looking through the guns before they sold it, the one that was doing the transfers. And they're like, no. And they pulled that one and pulled the barrel off of it and sold it without a barrel because it had too short of a barrel.
It was done quick, huh?
Yeah.
Before anything else is said, I just want to say Orange Man bad.
So
And the fact that he was invited to my show and I don't get invited to his show.
because I don't like you.
Bull, you love me.
I don't know what channel is this on. All I got is the Hangout link. I didn't get channel link or
This
anything.
is my first show.
Yeah, but what's your channel?
The Snob's Wife right now.
I tried to talk her into the gynecologist, but she didn't like that.
Oklahoma Gun Girls. Gun Girl.
What's bad is Cody's already got a
Nope, it's still
kind
not
of a
pulling it.
logo idea already.
Still not pulling it up.
Hold on. My Lord.
She doesn't have any videos on there, so it's not going to pull anything
She
up
does
until.
too. Yeah, she
Does
does.
she?
I have one.
She has this and that, and the PR to Sergeant. She was trying to run the.
Tactical Snuggie.
You could go to my channel and look at my community tab and find it because I shared
I think
it.
David put it in the side chat.
How does she already have 100 subscribers? I'm not subscribing to this crap.
I have no idea.
I asked her. That's what I asked her when she pulled it up. She had 100. I was like, "Where'd you get 100 subscribers?"
Really,
Mhm.
you really subscribe to me? Well, I've never even looked to see how many I have, because I usually, if
Yeah, you can do it.
someone new comes in the chat room, I usually subscribe to them because, since Snob started doing this, I started realizing, people are trying to build their channel and stuff. So I've been subscribing to people that come in and stuff, and some of them have subscribed back.
You get quite a few from Gun Gals too, probably, or some of them from that.
Probably.
Oh, Mia has 100 too.
Oh, I know Mia's got 100. She's had 100 forever.
Yeah, I had no idea how many I had. I didn't even look on it when we're setting this up. He was the one that mentioned I had 100 subs, and I didn't even know.
I don't have a wrench here though, which is strange because I wrench for so many.
Wait, I don't either.
It feels strange not having a wrench, because I wrench for so many.
Okay, I don't have a wrench in your chat. And
You
Snob
don't.
haven't said anything in the chat.
How does John Z have a wrench and I don't have one?
Because you haven't said anything in the chat.
I did too. I said
I don't have a wrench either.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
Did you say anything, Gary?
I've
She's a
wrenched for a lot
wrenchist.
of big channels. Yeah.
She's a dang wrenchist.
She is.
No, I've been doing as I see him, but I didn't see Gary in there.
Pretty much everybody in my chat has a wrench.
This is such bull.
Well, maybe if I get a wrench in your chat, I'll give you a wrench in mine.
Literally everyone in my chat has a wrench.
Seriously, pretty much everyone.
I don't even see
does.
your name on here, Gary.
Huh?
Have you even talked in the chat?
Ginger Gary, where is my wrench?
My wrench.
Because I don't even see him. Oh, I see him. There we go.
Really?
Where are
You have it on
you?
live chat or?
You still have it on top chat?
No, it's on live.
You better hurry up and get a Patreon account before the first of the month.
Ooh, cool. I got one and Snob doesn't. I can time him out.
I have one now.
He's got one.
Dang.
This is such bull.
I mean, Obnoxious does moderate for a lot of bigger channels.
Ouch.
Fine, but I better see a wrench in his chat.
I found that extremely funny, Snob.
I got a wrench.
Oh, look who it is.
Look at that. Fry Cook's in the chat.
Is he
And
feeling
Midnight,
better from that bad food he made? Or is that his food he was eating the other night?
I would give Midnight a wrench, but
Oh, yeah. George
I dropped mine and he took it away. So
wants a wrench, I'll bet you.
Midnight, did you notice the title? I sent it to you just so you would notice the title.
There's Georgie. Yep, I knew he'd want a wrench.
John Z needs to go to spelling school.
Yeah, you need to have a talk with George about grammar and spelling.
Yeah. Him and John can go
Only
together because John
5.
can't spell warm.
Could you spell when you were 5?
Yeah.
Mia, I'll give you $1 if you'll time out your husband.
I bought 2 more fish today.
Did you? To replace
Yes.
Spot?
Yeah, but these are koi. I named them Jules and Vincent.
What's going to happen when something happens to Walter, though? You're going to have to name another Walter.
I'm going to be absolutely heartbroken.
And then that channel's gone.
Yep. We were looking today and going back to where we got Walter, and looking in the same tub where we got Walter out of, and then coming back and looking at Walter, he's got to be twice the size that he was when we got him.
He just looks like the boss.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's the biggest one in there. And the dude, it used to be that Ted and the dude were about the same size, and we had to look to see who had the most black on their tail, because that was Ted. Now it's no question. It's like, well, there's the dude and there's Ted, because Ted is a goldfish and the dude is a koi. So he's probably twice as big as he was when we got him.
Midnight's busy eating ice cream. He can't respond to us.
Apparently.
You see 38 Super Partisan out there bad mouthing my wrench?
And I don't necessarily blame
Grim 90's got a fishing pole out there.
him. A little fishing.
No fishing.
You should totally get the little racist thing that everybody used to have 100 years ago with the little black kid fishing sitting on the thing. Do you remember those? They seriously used to have those everywhere, and I thought they were so racist, really.
I don't remember those, but my grandmother had the little jockey that you used to tie up horses to.
Uh-huh.
It was like cast iron, and it was a little black jockey. My grandmother had that for forever. I don't know whatever happened to it after she passed away, I think.
Somebody realized it wasn't that nice and got rid of it.
That could be.
I can't remember. It might have been my friend Amber that got some stuff, and it's kind of like she wasn't going to put it up in her house because it was kind of racist. But I don't remember if it was her or who it was. But I've seen them. I'll have to ask her. If she does, I'll have to get them from her.
Send them to Obnoxious. Oh, Sarge just came up with a channel name for you.
What?
99 Snoblums.
So Obnoxious wasn't here when you said who was the snob P11.
Oh yeah, I found out who Snob P11 was.
Who?
Well,
Sarge?
no. Well, that's who I figured, but no.
It was me. He had no idea forever.
Yeah,
He kept accusing me of being the gun slob, and I was
Oh wow!
I'm not the gun slob.
Look at John Z's last one.
Stacey Holding. Hey, that one might be doable.
Here.
Yeah, I'm already
There we
going
go.
to kill David one of these days. So.
You are not.
Look at my screen.
Yeah, tell me that is not racist. Tell me in any way.
This is what my grandmother had for years. It didn't have the red lips on it. It was probably a little less racist than having the big red lips on it, but it was, yeah, she had one of these.
Sarge says 10 millimeter.
The guns novel.
Why is Sarge not in here? He has a link.
Well, that's a tough one.
What?
Trying to find your name.
Magnum Mama.
That is awesome, Sarge. That is awesome. Should I read that on the air?
Oh shit.
45 ACP, all cow productions.
Oh my gosh.
They were not bad.
Poor Midnight.
Magnum Mama.
There's Squib. I think there's going to be a closer. He's just running late because he had to stop for an ice cream social or something, is what I heard.
Which shouldn't be allowed if he's not bringing me ice cream.
How do you have no thumbs down on this? Let's fix that.
Yeah, we can fix that.
Oh, there's two.
Just remember, Obnoxious, you usually have
Like 5.
7 or 8.
Mhm.
7 or 8. And then after the show, it might be a few days later, but I usually go back and take them all back. So just remember that.
Sure you do.
What is the
Let me
M206?
see.
Is that the new shotgun?
Orange, you glad it's not the closer? Number 21 still has 5 thumbs down on it.
Oh,
I took all mine away.
Don't believe you.
Oh, no, that's a pistol. I
I know
don't know
someone
anything
else
about them.
I know someone else that thumbs your show down because you're mean to me, and no, it's not David.
David?
It's not David. David offends him all the time. It's not David.
David's on my bad list, and not because you're in love with him and you're running off and leaving with him. I could care less about that. He can seriously have you. Because he didn't tell me about Snob P11. Oh my God, Sarge is here. So
I'm
that one
totally,
has to be Sarge because I texted Sarge and then he showed up.
I'm totally innocent.
And he also is good at getting screen captures. And I know nothing about that. I don't know if anybody else does. Anybody know anything about the M206 Rock Island little snub nose revolver?
Nope, don't know a thing about it.
There's a gun slob.
Oh, he got a wrench before I got him timed out?
Yep. That was the first thing I did as fast as I could before you timed him out. You should have known I was going to give that one a wrench. That should have been obvious.
Cobra Kai Gunner.
Have you seen that mini series they doing on YouTube with the Karate Kid?
Oh, he's finally setting up a show. No, I haven't seen it.
It's all the whole old crew that's in it, except for Mr. Miyagi.
I don't think that one sounds very good, Gary. The last one you put in the side chat, that can be totally taken wrong.
Wad cutter woman.
I didn't see it. Oh, yeah.
Stacy doesn't even know what that means, so it's a type of bullet.
I told you should call it Snob's Internet Cafe.
She didn't like Magnum Mama. Didn't like Bullseye Bimbo.
I still like
Well, the one I put in the hens chat was better, but probably can't say that one on air.
I probably don't want to know.
What the first one?
The first one I put. I told you it.
She put it in the side chat.
My first one is the one I think you should go for.
I totally agree.
Oh my god!
Well, that one I knew about.
Wow.
That one you showed me earlier.
I know, that's the one I'm talking about. I said I showed you.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like one I hadn't seen yet.
No.
You can't use that one because I know someone that has that copyrighted.
I didn't realize you were married, Jason. Must be an ex-wife.
I was gonna say, Snob, don't you know somebody who's got that copyrighted too?
Yeah. Oh, you can give him about 14, Sarge. Man with more alts than Gizzard Gary.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I got
And he denies all of them, even though we know
Mhm.
it's him.
Hey,
Is it
no
not-
one had any clue that I was Snoppy 11.
Because we thought it was Sarge. You see,
Yeah.
everything else, Sarge or Gary, you can almost
Mhm.
guarantee.
No, Orange Man ain't exactly Mr. Innocent over there either.
Yeah, but you literally know all of mine.
I need
Not
to
even-
make a new one that no one knows.
I'm not even lying. You guys know every single one of mine.
But do we know they're you?
Well, if you know mine,
I only have 2. I really need to make a new one that nobody knows because everybody knows mine.
other than I think Obnoxious Juan, every one of them have went over to Sarge's Tactical Girls. Me just
Well, my problem is I have quite a few names, but now I got
Yeah, imagine that. She's as bad as the rest of these fools.
well, instead of making like new accounts, I just started going back and changing some of the ones I already
You
had.
learned from Gary.
What? What about me?
I didn't stutter.
I didn't hear what you said.
I said she learned from you.
No.
Names.
Don't blame me for her transgressions. She wouldn't be that way if she wasn't married to you.
Very true.
I'm still thinking there's got to be something.
But yeah, trust me, being married to him has not been easy.
You get to that Bel Air yet?
Actually, we were talking about it today. He's like, oh, probably about 2-3 weeks you should be able to have your Bel Air.
Oh, he's got that big YouTube monetization is going to be rolling in. So
Yeah, that's it.
There.
Oh, I got to tell Sarge something real quick. Benzie's out there talking about the sports car. They yesterday at the sheriff's sale, they sold 2 of them. I almost bought one. I think they both sold under $500. I think one of them was like $300 and $350, but they had one of them had some pretty good front end damage from wrecking. I mean, it wasn't terrible. It could be fixed easily. And then the other one had the side of it was bashed in, needed both doors and a pillar straightened. But yeah, they both ran and drove, and they sold dirt cheap. I thought of you whenever they were selling. But I should totally buy that and mail it to Sarge. Shipping, though, was what was going to eat it up.
Oh, look, now I have a fish that's subscribed to my channel.
I think that fish should get a wrench. I mean, he did give you a fin up. It's only fair.
Porky Piggin.
Well, Porky Piggin thinks he's getting a wrench. He's wrong.
So that's kind of rude.
I've seen you, Porky Piggin.
Oh, you're giving up my secrets.
All right, David.
Hey, Kingpin.
David, why are you leaving?
Because you made him feel bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna end up chatting happen any second now.
See-
Have a nice night, everybody. Congratulations on the first show, and thanks for having me.
And thanks for joining me, David.
Take it
See
easy.
you later, man.
Have
Night.
fun, everybody. Tell Midnight I said hello.
I want you to think about something here is that your husband has access to these last two subs you just got, and he didn't sub to you.
I simply hadn't got there. I was switching accounts right now to go over there.
Mhm.
Oh, you're such a liar.
I was. I just went through Porky Piggin and Brother Channel Partner. And now I'm on my name. I think I'm already subbed to you on my name.
Yeah, I figured since we're working during Gang Gals, I sent Jessie a link, but she's having internet problems, and I didn't send one to Armenthea because they had a death in the family. So
When is Midnight gonna, fire this thing up?
There's somebody who could have took advantage of her name. Armed
Probably.
Minthia. I mean, come on.
Armed Inthia?
Armed Minthia.
I'll bet,
AR, capital AR Minthia. That'd be cool.
I'll bet Midnight's gonna give it a movement and then he'll fire it up.
Yeah, he's going to steer himself in that direction.
And that's no bull.
I was fixing to say that. Dang it. I seriously was fixing to say that.
Well, you should have been fixing to say it earlier.
Yeah, don't be such a coward.
I didn't have that one thought of.
I don't know. Out of all the names, though, I think it would. I don't know. I think thinking about having at least having Oklahoma in it.
Oklahoma heifer.
Yeah.
It can be very moving.
Oh my God.
Mm. I think
Maybe I
when
should
we
have
get
some of these panelists.
when Midnight starts up a show and we're doing the introductions, I think all we should do is move.
He's so worried about it, and Stacy seriously doesn't care at all. It just cracks me up, and that's the only reason he's worried. If it was me or you, he would not, in no way, shape, or form, be worried about it.
We all need to have cow pictures to put on as avatars when we go on screen.
Well, what's bad is he emailed me and I emailed him back. We emailed back quite a few times. I told him I take what a lot of you guys say with just joking. I don't take any of it seriously. I tease you guys as much as you guys tease me.
But if he thinks he's getting by with getting to saying something, oh, there's what it is. Yeah.
That's probably right.
That's probably really true.
I am in no way. And I listened to it. I finally found it on there. I listened to it.
I spent an hour and a half looking for it. Or
Yeah.
longer.
And I looked for it, and I remember certain things like right after that and thinking, man, if I just went back a couple seconds earlier, I would have had it. But I listened to it, and it was obvious that was not what he was saying.
Oh, I thought it was pretty obvious that was what he was saying.
No, I knew it was because we live.
See what he said? He won't even laugh about it or crack a smile. Oh, yeah, well, he's going to eat it tonight.
But it didn't faze me one bit.
She's flexing on us.
I think tonight will be utterly a good show.
I just hope Two Live Moo can make it.
Oh, yeah.
Where's our link, Mia? Oh, Lord. Sarge is back again.
Huh?
Sarge is back again.
Why? Where?
Obnoxious Wands out there.
Obnoxious Juan is me. Obnoxious Uno is Sarge.
Oh, my bad. Wrong one.
And
Hard to
Russian.
keep them all straight, man.
I've got.
Russian.
It's hard to. Yeah, it is. And Obnoxious Sucks. That must be you too, right? obnoxious?
No, that's probably your wife.
Not me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, if I was going to make one, I'd say a lot worse than that.
Then it must be midnight.
We'll be right back.
Gary's got to switch accounts. Hang on.
No, I've got to go in the other room for a moment if you must now.
What was the one that came up about you, Snob, that we were sure was midnight?
Which one?
The hell, I can't remember which one it was now.
I don't remember. There's only been 43.
For the Snob P11, it was kind of fun to make a name that no one had any clue or any idea that it was me. And it was funny because, my husband kept timing me out and he didn't even know that he was timing it out his own
I would
watch.
have blocked you if I'd have known it was you. I wouldn't have timed you out.
Oh, so funny.
That's pretty funny, Jason.
How do you change your name on YouTube?
You go into
Can I do it on my phone? Is what I'm asking.
Mm,
you go into hang on. You hit on your picture and hit manage your Google account, whatever. And then you go down to personal information and privacy. And it's on there.
Of course, you know this. I don't see how to do it on my phone.
it'll open it up and
You click on your name.
Oh, there's our link. So close this thing down.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for coming for my first live show. I don't have any, good intros or outros. So, but I'll let everybody go through their closing plugs. So we'll start.
that's cat rope.
We'll start with Bloke.
Well, thank you for your entry, Joe. And everyone check me out, folks2cents.com, and stay tuned.
Thanks for joining me. Gary.
Thanks for the invite. Congratulations on your first live stream. Check me out on Foul Territory Friday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 Central, and on the Early Bird Chat Sunday mornings, 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 Central. And thank you for the invite, and as always, give them the bird.
Well, thank you for joining me, Gary.
You bet.
Jason.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me. It was a lot of fun. Good luck on trying to come up with a new name.
Yeah, and we'll still have some more discussions on it. I'll still be thinking about it too. Pretty bad. I already got a logo planned or somewhat of a logo planned. So, but thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
Obnoxious.
I'd like to thank Hereford Media for having me on the show tonight. Check out my channel, and everybody go over to the closer right after this. Whoosh.
Snob.
Yeah, I'm headed to the closer. See ya. Thanks for having me.
All right, everybody go watch the closer. It's going to be a fun show.
It'll be moving.
All right. See you guys later.